Coach Taylor, can mental toughness be something that's developed on and off the court?
Yeah, mental toughness can be, it's not God-given. You know, leadership, they say the same thing about leadership. I think leadership is more of a God-given talent, is more of a talent where you're going to be raised that way and you just have that inner ability to be a leader. But you can still develop that as well, I believe. Not as well, not as easily as you can develop mental toughness. Mental toughness can be taught at an early age. You can be at home, especially. You know, these are your list of chores. If you don't do them, you don't play. If you don't do what I tell you to do as a parent, then you're going to face the consequences. There's going to be some criticism of your performance in the house, and if you can't handle it, then you're not going to be able to go see a movie this weekend. There's a lot of ways to develop mental toughness, and it does start at home, much more so than on the court. I could tell kids that have been taught well at home, that have followed rules, that understand consequences for your actions, and those are the kids I want to coach. But you can definitely develop mental toughness at home. If you're babied, if you're in a cocoon, if you are constantly wrapped in bubble wrap to where you never fall, never fail, if you're never criticized, if you don't do something right, it's okay, I'll fix it. If you're raised that way, you're not mentally tough. You know, you have to be in an environment at home as well as on the court where you have to be mentally tough. I mean, I was raised that way by my parents, that, you know, if they told me to do the dishes, if I didn't do it the right way, I paid the price.
And
so that's how it worked for me. Go ahead.
And so you feel that at home then would transfer to the student athlete on the court?
Yes, of course. Yeah, if you have I always say when I'm watching kids, if I watch kids try out or if I'm getting to know a kid, I can tell what kind of parents they have. If a kid is coachable, if he takes criticism, if he allows me to coach him, if he's tough, if he's a quick learner, that's based on the parents. If he's a pouter, a whiner, a complainer, if he has bad body language, if he quits on himself, if he pouts, that's on the parents too. If I tell a kid, my Lord, can you be better than that, please? You cannot let the guy go left every time. You've got to be smarter than that. And he pouts, then I know he doesn't have that at home. I know at home if he didn't do something right, it'd be like, that's okay, Johnny, it's my fault. You need to be able to have kids come into your program with a little bit of that at home, a little bit of mental toughness, a little bit of coachability, and that does start at home, believe it or not. And I always say, I give a lot of speeches to kids at the camps I work and the parents, and I say the apple in the tree, the apple does not fall far from the tree. So if the kid is spoiled and babied and pouting, it's probably the way the parents are too. So it's just the reality of it. If we have a mama's boy out there that, you know, needs to have mommy come out of the stands and hug and kiss him all the time and tell him everything's great, he's not going to be a very good player. So, you know, I always tell my coaches, when you identify players, identify the parents first, and maybe that'll get you ahead of the game.